In the heart of a bustling city where the streets once echoed with the sounds of life, now lay silent and desolate. The world was gripped by fear as an invisible menace prowled the streets, forcing people to retreat into the safety of their homes. It was during this time of uncertainty that a group of friends found themselves trapped in an apartment building, facing a terror beyond their imagination. As the lockdown dragged on, tensions mounted among the residents of the building. With each passing day, paranoia seeped into their minds like a poison, fueling their darkest fears. Strange noises echoed through the empty corridors at night, whispers of an unseen presence that lurked in the shadows. One by one, the residents began to vanish without a trace, leaving behind only whispers of their fate. Some claimed to have seen shadowy figures stalking the halls, while others spoke of a chilling cold that seemed to seep into their bones. Among the remaining residents were Anna and her friends, determined to uncover the truth behind the disappearances. Armed with nothing but their courage, they ventured into the darkened hallways, their hearts pounding with fear. As they delved deeper into the mysteries of the building, they discovered a hidden passage that led to a long-forgotten basement. There, in the flickering light of their flashlights, they stumbled upon a scene straight out of their worst nightmares. The walls were adorned with strange symbols, and in the center of the room stood a figure cloaked in darkness. Its eyes gleamed with malice as it turned to face them, its voice a chilling whisper that sent shivers down their spines. "You have trespassed into my domain," it hissed, its voice echoing in the cavernous space. "Now you shall pay the price." With a wave of its hand, the figure unleashed a wave of darkness that engulfed the group, trapping them in a nightmare realm of their own making. They screamed in terror as they were consumed by the darkness, their voices lost in the void. And as the first light of dawn broke through the windows of the apartment building, there was no sign of Anna and her friends. They had become just another chapter in the legend of the lockdown, a tale of horror that would haunt the city for years to come. As the darkness enveloped the brave explorers, they found themselves trapped in a nightmarish realm unlike anything they had ever imagined. Shadows twisted and writhed around them, whispering sinister secrets and filling their minds with dread. Desperate to escape, they stumbled through the darkness, searching for any sign of a way out. But no matter which direction they turned, the darkness seemed to stretch on endlessly, swallowing them whole. Time lost all meaning in the depths of the nightmare realm. Minutes stretched into hours and hours into days as the brave explorers struggled to maintain their sanity in the face of the horrors that surrounded them. But just when all hope seemed lost, they stumbled upon a glimmer of light in the distance, a faint flicker of hope amidst the suffocating darkness. With renewed determination, they followed the light, their hearts pounding with anticipation. As they drew closer, they realized that the light was emanating from a doorway that led back to the world they had left behind. With trembling hands, they pushed open the door and stepped through, their eyes blinking in the sudden brightness of the outside world. But their relief was short-lived, for they soon realized that they had emerged into a world that had been forever changed by the darkness that had consumed it. The once bustling city was now a desolate wasteland, its streets littered with the remnants of civilization. In the distance, they could see the silhouette of the apartment building looming ominously against the horizon, its windows glowing with an otherworldly light. And from within its depths, they could hear the faint echoes of whispers, a reminder of the horrors that lurked within. Armed with courage and determination, the brave explorers vowed to confront this darkness head-on, to face whatever horrors awaited them and emerge victorious. For they knew that as long as they stood together, they would never be truly alone, and that no matter how dark the night may seem, the light of hope would always shine bright in their hearts. With heavy hearts, the brave explorers knew that their journey was far from over. They had escaped the nightmare realm, but they had emerged into a world that was now ruled by darkness. And as they gazed upon the twisted landscape before them, they knew that they would need to summon every ounce of courage they possessed if they were to survive the horrors that awaited them. As the brave explorers stood on the threshold of the desolate city, a chill wind swept through the empty streets, carrying with it a sense of unease. They exchanged nervous glances, their hearts heavy with dread as they contemplated the challenges that lay ahead. With no other options, they ventured forth into the city, their footsteps echoing against the silent buildings like a haunting requiem for the world they once knew. Every shadow seemed to conceal unseen terrors, and every sound sent shivers down their spines. As they moved deeper into the heart of the city, they encountered signs of the darkness that had consumed it. Buildings lay in ruins, their walls covered in strange symbols and graffiti that seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. The air was thick with an oppressive silence, broken only by the occasional creak of a decaying structure or the distant howl of a long-forgotten beast. But amidst the chaos and despair, the brave explorers found glimmers of hope. In the rubble-strewn streets, they discovered signs of life, a makeshift shelter here, a hidden cache of supplies there. And as they ventured further, they encountered other survivors, lost souls like themselves, struggling to survive in this nightmarish landscape. Together they formed a fragile alliance, united by their shared desire to escape the clutches of the darkness that threatened to consume them. With each passing day, they grew stronger, forging bonds of friendship and camaraderie in the face of adversity. But even as they fought to reclaim their world, they knew that the true battle lay ahead. Somewhere in the heart of the city, hidden from sight, lurked the source of the darkness, a malevolent force that sought to extinguish all hope and plunge the world into eternal night.